In previous video, we have discussed about photosynthesis, that is photosynthetic requirements, then the process of photosynthesis, light reaction, structure of chloroplast. Today we will discuss about the Calvin cycle or the dark reaction which occurs in the plant. Now this Calvin cycle was first, the reactions of Calvin cycle was first explained by, elucidated by scientist Melvin Calvin, and that's why it is known as Calvin cycle. Now in this cycle, because all the reaction occurs in the cyclic form, that's why it is known as cycle. Then the first carbon, the first stable compound is product is C3 compound, and that is PGA, and that's why it is also known as C3 cycle. Then we will discuss about the different steps of Calvin cycle or carbon 3 cycle. These three steps are carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. Now we will discuss about different steps of Calvin cycle. The first step is carboxylation, in which one molecule of carbon dioxide is required to carboxylation of RuBP, that is 5 carbon compound ribulose bisphosphate, and the enzyme required is Rubisco. This enzyme Rubisco is the only enzyme in plant kingdom which can play dual role. Here it is playing the carboxylation reaction, catalyze the carboxylation reaction, and it can also will catalyze the oxygenation reaction in the photorespiration, that we will discuss later on. And the product of this reaction is the 3 carbon compound, that is phosphoglyceric acid. Now it will enter into the next step, that is known as reduction, in which one of the 3 PGA will undergo a series of reaction to give rise to the starch, that is glucose. And here per CO2 2 ATP and 2 NADPH is required. Next it will enter into the third stage, that is known as regeneration of RuBP. That means in this step the RuBP, that is 5 carbon compound ribulose bisphosphate, will be regenerated to continue the cycle, and here also it requires one molecule of ATP. After utilizing the ATPs, that will convert into ADP, whereas 12 NADPH is required in the whole process, that will convert into 12 NADP. So to make one glucose, one molecule of glucose, 6 CO2 is required, 18 ATPs are required, and 12 NADPs are required. And in this process, the product will be glucose, which occurs in the dark reaction. Now we will discuss about the other type of method of this fixation of this carbon, that is C4 cycle. Before that, we will discuss this cycle through diagram also. This slide is showing the Calvin cycle, who was first elucidated by the scientist Melvin Calvin by using the radioactive carbon, that is C14. Now in this process, this occurs in the dark, and the product of the that is ATP and NADPH of light reaction will be utilized in this process. It not require any sunlight. This occurs in 3 steps. First step is the carboxylation, that starts with this that is RuBP, and 1 carbon atom, that is CO2, will come in the system from the atmosphere, and after carboxylation it will form this 3 PGA, that is phosphoglyceric acid, 3 carbon molecule. Then it will proceed towards the next step, that is known as reduction of PGA, and here ATP will be utilized and it will converted into ADP, as well as NADPH is also reduced into NADP. Now after reduction, it will form 6 molecules of phosphoglyceric aldehyde, and out of this some will enter in the process to form the glucose or the starch, and 5 molecules will again it will undergo the process of regeneration of RuBP, that is ribulose bisphosphate, and again this ribulose bisphosphate along with this carbon dioxide, it will unite to form the
this PGA. In this way the cycle will continue, and the enzyme here is utilized is known as Rubisco, that is ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. In the third step, that is regeneration, again the ATP is utilized and it will convert it into ADP. So, in this way we can see this RUBP is 5 carbon compound and carbon dioxide is 1 carbon compound. After uniting or combining this, they will make 6 molecules of PGA, that is 3 carbon compound. Then here 6 ATP as well as 6 NADPH will undergo the process of reduction and it will convert into the ADP and here NADP, and then it will form 6 molecules of phosphoglyceraldehyde, out of which 1 molecule of this phosphoglyceraldehyde will undergo the process of synthesis of glucose, and 5 molecules of PGAL, that is phosphoglyceraldehyde, will undergo the process of regeneration of RUBP, that is ribulose bisphosphate, to continue the cycle. All the reaction occurs in the form of cycle, that is why it is known as cycle, Calvin cycle. It is also known as C3 cycle because the first stable compound in this reactions phenomena is PGA, that is 3 carbon compound. That is why it is also known as C3 cycle, because it not requires any light, that is why it is also known as dark reaction, and it occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. So, these are all about the Calvin cycle.
Now we will start with C4 pathway or C4 cycle. After this C3, that is Calvin cycle. C3 cycle occurs in almost all the photosynthetic cells, whereas C4 cycle occurs in some specialized plants, and those plants which exhibit C4 cycle are known as C4 plants, because due to there are some different anatomy in their structure, and that is known as Cranch anatomy. Cranch means breadth. Here the cells, the bundle sheath cells are surrounding the vascular bundle. Several layers of bundle sheath cells are surrounding the vascular bundle. These bundle sheath cells are specialized in character, that means they are thick walled so that they are impervious for the gaseous exchange. They have very big number of that chloroplast, as well as they are without any intercellular space. So, this is the specialty of this Cranch anatomy. And here both type of cycle will occur, that is C3 cycle as well as C4 cycle. There are two types of cells, that is mesophyll cell and bundle sheath cell. In mesophyll cell, the primary acceptor of this CO2, that is PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate, which was RUBP in case of C3 cycle. Now, the enzyme which is present or catalyze the reaction is known as PEPase, phosphoenol pyruvate case, which is present in mesophyll cell, and here Rubisco enzyme is absent. The first stable compound is C4 compound, that is 4 carbon compound, and hence this phenomena is known as C4 cycle. The 4 carbon compound is oxaloacetic acid in the mesophyll cell, and then it will be converted into malic acid, which is also C4 compound, 4 carbon compound. Then this malic acid will be transported to the bundle sheath cell. In bundle sheath cell, this malic acid will be broken down into carbon dioxide and 3 carbon compound, which will now undergo the process of C3 cycle, that is Calvin cycle. So, here we can see that in mesophyll cell C4 pathway is going on, and in bundle sheath cell this C3 cycle is occurring. And these are special plants, C4 plants having Cranch anatomy, and some of the important examples are maize, sorghum, amaranthus, then sugar cane, and it requires less amount of water. The plants living in scarcity of water exhibit such type of cycle. C4 pathway is that's why also known as C4 pathway, Hatch-Slack's pathway, because the scientist who had explained the reaction was known as Hatch. The scientists were Hatch and Slack. That's why it is known as Hatch and Slack pathway, because the first stable compound is 4-carbon compound, that's why C4 pathway. Now when in bundle sheath cell the C3 cycle will occur, then it will again transported to the mesophyll cell for C4 cycle. So in mesophyll cell the C4 cycle, then in bundle sheath cell C3 cycle. So in this way the cycle will occur. Now we will discuss this through the diagram.
In this slide we can compare the structure of the C3 plant as well as C4 plant. In C3 plant, this we can see this vascular bundle is surrounded by this bundle sheath cell. Here in C4 plant, the mesophyll cells as well as bundle sheath cells are here, and there are two different types of pathways, C4 pathway and C3 pathway. Both will occur in case of C4 plants, that we will discuss now in this coming slide. Now some of the examples of C4 plants are like maize, sorghum, amaranthus, etc., which show the Cranch anatomy, the special structure in their anatomy. This slide is showing the phenomena of this C4 pathway, in which in the mesophyll cell the C4 path occurs, whereas in bundle sheath cell it is of different type. We can see here this cell is the mesophyll cell and lower one is known as the bundle sheath cell. That means their chloroplast are little bit different and the function, the phenomena will be little bit different than the C3 plants. This is also known as Hatch and Slack pathway and or C4 pathway. Now carbon dioxide will enter into this cell, then it will be there in C3 pathway RuBP was there here. Here it will be PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate, which will combine with carbon dioxide and it will form the oxaloacetic acid, first stable compound, that is C4 compound. Now it will undergo the process of synthesis of malate or malic acid, which will be transported now in the next cell, that is bundle sheath cells chloroplast, where this malic acid will converted into pyruvic acid. This pyruvic acid will be transported back to this cell, that is the mesophyll cell. Here ATP is consumed and it will be converted into AMP, that is adenine monophosphate, and the NADP will form the NADPH. Now in this cell, that is bundle sheath cell, this malic acid will undergo the process of the C3 cycle or the Calvin cycle. That means here CO2 will combine with ribulose bisphosphate and then it will undergo the process of, that is carboxylation, then reduction, then regeneration. So here it will occur like that, that means the C3 cycle, that is carbon cycle. So in this way the phenomena will occur, start with the PEP, pyruvate oxaloacetic acid in the mesophyll cell, then it will enter into the bundle sheath cell. Malic acid will undergo the process of formation of pyruvic acid, as well as it will enter in the C3 cycle also, and then this pyruvic acid again come back to this this cell mesophyll chloroplast, and with the help it will converted into the phosphoenol pyruvate, then it will form oxaloacetic acid. In this way the cycle will go on. So mesophyll chloroplast and bundle sheath chloroplast exhibit different type of functioning or the phenomena of this photosynthesis, and that is why it is known as C4 pathway. In this slide we can see the comparison of C3 plant, C4 plant as well as CAM plant, that is then CAM plants. Now in C3 plants, maximum plants are C3 type of plants, then tropical grasses like corn, sugar cane, then amaranthus, these are some plants which exhibit such C4 pathway, hence known as C4 plants. CAM plants are the succulents, pineapple, agave, etc. In C3 plants, the carbon is fixed in the this pathway and it attach with the, that is CO2 will attach to the RuBP, that is ribulose bisphosphate, whereas in C4 pathway the carbon fix in the cytoplasm and attach, this CO2 will attach with the PEP, that is phosphoenol pyruvate, whereas in CAM plants the carbon will be fixed at night only and it will fix to form the organic molecules. So in the daytime the stomata are not open. Then In C3 plants, the enzyme which is utilized is known as Rubisco, that is ribulose bisphosphate, then carboxylase oxygenase, whereas in C4 plant the enzyme used is known as PEPase, that is phosphoenol pyruvatease, and in the SCAM plant again the same enzyme PEPase is utilized. In C3 plants, most energy efficient, this is the most energy efficient and method, whereas here in C4 plants halfway between these two, that means in halfway, then this CAM plants are responsible for the conservation of water. This method helps in conserving the water, that is why occurs in the succulent plants which are present in the xerophytic condition. In C3 plants, it lose water through the photorespiration, because photorespiration occurs in the C3 plants, whereas in case of C4 plants less water is loses when the C3 pathway is going on in the bundle sheath cell, but in case of CAM plants very least water, very less amount of water is loses. So, these are the comparison of C3 plant, C4 plant and CAM plants.